Now we'll see the remaining rules, right? Right? This is x, this is g, and this is y. This is what? This is a takeoff point, right? So what will be this signal? This will also be the same y. Now, if we want to move this takeoff point before the block, okay, before the block. For this, what is the rule? See, whenever you are shifting the points, the takeoff point or summing point, whatever it is, the net signals should not be affected. For example, see, this takeoff path has a signal y. Okay, even if you shift the takeoff path here, the signal should be y. Whatever is there in this path should be y. That shouldn't be changed. Okay, with that in mind, we have to decide the rule. So, just see what will happen if we shift it here, then what happens here if we shift the takeoff path? This is just x, right? But here what is it? It is x into g, which is nothing but gx. So in this we had gx as the takeoff path, gx in the takeoff path, which was nothing but represented by y. But after moving this takeoff point here, the signal that is taken off is just x. Okay, but what we need? We need gx. So what should we do? We have to multiply it with the block g so that we get the same gx, which is nothing but y. Okay, so this is the rule. Whenever you are moving the takeoff point before the block, you have to introduce the same block in the takeoff path. Okay, next. Suppose you have the takeoff path here. Okay, and you want to move this takeoff path to the other side. Now what will happen? We have moved it. Okay, so initially what was there in the takeoff path? We had just x, right? But what happens here? Here it is gx. Now the takeoff path has both g as well as x. But what do we need? We need just x. So what we should do? We should include a block 1 by g. Okay, we should include a block 1 by g. So whenever we are moving a takeoff path ahead of a block, okay, we have to include inverse of the block in the feedback path, in the takeoff path. Okay, see, now we'll see moving a summing point ahead of the block. Okay, so you have a summer. This summer has to be shifted that side. Right? Now just look into this. X is a signal and Y is a signal. Both the signals are added algebraically. Both are plus. So X plus Y is given as input to G. Okay. And what will be the output? Is it will be nothing but X plus Y into G. Okay. So even after shifting, we know what has to be maintained. Okay. Right. We'll shift the block summing point. Right. See, now that we have shifted the summing point, now see what happens. The input X is given to block G and the output will be Gx. Okay. Now, what is the other input to the summing point? Y. So, what will be Z? Z is equal to Gx plus Y. But what should be Z? It should be Gx plus Gy. Right. So, we have to maintain the output the same. So, what must be included? You include the block G here. So, right, which means here it is Gy and it is maintained. X is equal to Gx plus Gy. So, whenever you are moving a summing point ahead of the block, you have to include the same block in the summing point signal. Okay, where you have shifted. Now, here we are moving the summing point before the block. Okay, what will happen? See, this is Gx and this is Y. What will be Z? Z is nothing but Gx plus Y. If we shift this summing point that side, then what happens? We'll just see. Now what happens? This is X and this is Y. What will happen? X plus Y will be given as input to G. So what happens? The output will be Gx plus Gy, right? But we want Gx plus Y. So what we must do? When you are shifting this summing point before the block, include 1 by G. Now just check what happens. So it is Y by G, right? Y by G, and here you have X plus Y by G. What will happen? If you multiply it with G, it will become Gx plus Y, that is nothing but Z. Is it right? So that is the rule for shifting the summing point ahead of the block and behind the block. Next we will see how to split the summers. We have already seen that a summer can accommodate a maximum of 3 inputs, right? Okay. So whenever you want to split a summing point, what you have to do? This is needed in case of a feedback path as well as parallel blocks, when blocks are connected in parallel. Okay. So how can we split this? Split this such that there are 2 inputs are alone there in the summing point. So in that case, this will be split into 2 summing points, right? In that case, what you have to see is the sign must alone be ensured while writing. See, suppose this is X. Okay, here you are splitting it. This is X. You can consider this as Y or Z, anything. So you just consider this as Y. Okay, what happens? When you put X, the sign of X, here it is positive. So the positive should be mentioned here. And the sign of y is also positive, so it should be mentioned as positive. Okay, and what is the remaining signal? It is z. What is the sign of z? It is negative. Okay, so that will be fine. So what will be the output? It is x plus y minus z. And what will be the output? X plus y will be the output of this summer, and x plus y minus z will be the output of the other summer. So we have correctly split the summer into two. And the last one is interchanging summers. Okay, suppose you want to interchange these two summers, summer 1 and summer 2. What happens? Is it you can interchange them if there is no takeoff path or block in between, but only thing is, again you have to consider the sign alone. With the sign being perfect, your block is also right. Okay, your rule is also right.